Hey my dear kiddos, welcome to 90 Plus India's first animated live tuition. Your Pulsar is back with the next series of biology questions for our CBSE 10th standard examination of 2024. Here we are going to discuss one of the most interesting chapters question, that is chapter number 6, control and coordination. So today we are moving on to the one question discussion of our chapter, that is control and coordination. So here we are waiting for our 90 plus sure short questions. So are you ready for the discussion of this question? I know you are eagerly waited for the discussion of this question, right? So here we are moving on to the question. This is a magical question. The question itself is one internal part or part. The question is, name the part of the brain which is responsible for the following actions. And the question contain four subdivisions, which includes the first is maintaining the posture and balance, and followed by beating of heart, and followed by thinking, and the fourth one is blood pressure. And the all part of the question is having, where are auxin synthesized in a plant? Which organ of the plant shows? The first is positive phototropism, followed by negative geotropism, and finally the positive hydrotropism. Before moving on to this question, we need to discuss about the parts of our human brain. We know human brain consists of three parts, or human brain can be divided into three parts, namely forebrain, midbrain, and hindbrain. And forebrain consists of cerebrum, thalamus, hypothalamus, and some of the teacher also give you an instruction to put mid pituitary gland into the part of forebrain and midbrain, and finally the hindbrain. Hindbrain consists of three parts, namely pons, medulla, and cerebellum. Here we are going to answer the question. We know that a part of the hindbrain, which is called cerebellum, it is responsible for maintaining the posture and balance of the body, and the major peculiarity of this part of hindbrain called cerebellum is that which is responsible for the precision of voluntary actions and maintaining the posture and balance of the body. So we answer the first, and we are moving on to the second question. We know that beating of heart and salivation and vomiting, blood pressure, all those involuntary actions are under the control of medulla in the hindbrain. So obviously the beating of heart is controlled by medulla in the hindbrain. And the third part question is, we know the main thinking part of the brain, which is that the forebrain is considered to be the main thinking part of the brain. Especially in the forebrain, we have cerebrum for specifying this function or performing this function. That means the forebrain is the main thinking part of the brain, especially the cerebrum in the forebrain. And finally, as I suggested or as I taught you, blood pressure is controlled by medulla in the hindbrain. So the first part questions are over, and all the highlighted portions which I'm going to show you, here is the highlighted portions from your textbook regarding the answers which we discussed in the previous slide. Okay, you can take the screenshot, and next we need to discuss the OR part question to the A part, and here is the B part, that means the OR part. And the first question is, where are auxin synthesized in a plant? We know that auxin is a plant hormone, and which organ of the plant shows positive phototropism, negative geotropism, and finally the positive hydrotropism. The answers are here waiting for you. We know that a hormone called auxin is synthesized in the shoot tip of the plant. It is very mandatory to mention it as shoot tip of the plants, right? And the answer to the first question is, we know that positive phototropism is always shown by our shoot, while the negative phototropic part of the plant is it's root. So positive phototropism is shown by shoot responding by bending towards the light, and the next one is negative geotropism. And we know that root is always following the positive geotropism, while the shoot always grows upwards and away from the gravity field or away from the earth's gravity. Okay, that means the shoot always show the negative geotropism. And finally, that one is positive hydrotropism. And the example for the positive hydrotropism is the classical example is root, because root always somewhat usually tend to grow towards the moisture and respond to a water potential gradient. So those part of the plants are having positive tropic movement. They always have a response towards that particular stimuli, and those who are having negative tropic movements, that part of the plants always having a movement away from that particular stimulus. So here we discuss the questions and their answers. Here we gone for the highlighted portions of the textbook from the second part of the question or the or part of the question, and we discussed almost the first question, and now we are moving on to the conclusion of the session. Oh, here is the highlighted portion regarding the tropic movement as well. Don't forget to highlight all the points. Yeah, now we finished the topic of discussion of today's, and we just discussed one important question from our chapter number 6, that is control and coordination. I hope you really enjoyed this session. If you want to know more about such kind of questions and their answers, stay tuned with 90 Plus My Tuition app for your upcoming board examination of 2024. And until we meet you again, bye bye, my dear champions.